All right, let's talk about something big that's happening in the world of UK tax. If you're a sole trader or a landlord, the way you've always done your taxes is about to get a major digital makeover. But hey, don't worry, we're going to cut through all the jargon and give you a clear, simple guide. Let's dive in. And let's be clear, this isn't just some small update or a minor tweak to the rules. No, we are talking about a fundamental shift in how millions of us report our earnings to HMRC. It's all about moving away from paper and diving headfirst into a digital future. And that right there is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Does this actually affect you? Well, stick with me because in the next few minutes, we're going to make sure you know exactly where you stand, what you need to do, and most importantly, by when. Okay, so to really get our heads around this, we need to see Making Tax Digital, or MTD as you'll hear it called, for what it is. This isn't just an update, it's a full-blown revolution for the tax system. And yeah, this quote really hammers it home. We're not just talking about a minor rule change. This is the biggest shakeup to self-assessment since it was first introduced way back in the 90s. It's a huge deal. And if you're thinking, oh no, is it just me? Trust me, you are not alone in this. Starting in April 2026, we're talking about an estimated 780,000 people being brought into this new system. That's a massive number of freelancers, landlords, and small business owners all making this leap together. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the most important part for you right now, figuring out if and when this applies to you. Think of this next bit as your personal roadmap. So here it is, the rollout laid out nice and clear. The key number you need to focus on is your qualifying income. That's your total turnover from your business or property. If it's over 50 grand, you're up first in April 2026. If it's over 30 grand, your turn comes in April 2027. And for everyone under that 30K mark, the rules are still being looked at, but you can actually sign up early if you want. And just to make it super clear, here's that same info in a simple table. Find your income level and boom, there's your start date. It's a staggered approach, which is good news for everyone. Now, it's just as important to know who can kind of breathe a sigh of relief for now. If you're running a limited company, this specific rollout isn't for you. Same goes for most partnerships, at least for the time being. And of course, there are exemptions for people who genuinely can't use digital tools. Okay, we've nailed down the who and the when. Now for the how. What you actually have to do to get compliant. Let's build your essential toolkit for this digital journey. The whole thing really boils down to one simple concept: digital records. Yep, the classic shoebox overflowing with receipts, it's officially on its way out. From now on, your business income and expenses have to be stored electronically, using software that's compatible with HMRC's system. So what does a digital record even mean? Honestly, it's way simpler than it sounds. For every single transaction, you just need to capture these three little bits of information: how much it was, when it happened, and what it was for. That's it. And the best part? You don't have to invent any of this yourself. There is a whole marketplace of HMRC-recognized software out there. As you can see from this table, there's literally something for everyone. From established businesses to individual sole traders, and yes, there are even some free options to get you started. So what does this actually mean for your day-to-day workflow? Well, it means getting into a completely new rhythm. That frantic, once-a-year tax return scramble is being replaced by a much steadier quarterly beat. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? Over on the left, you've got the old way, that one giant, stressful deadline in January. And on the right, the new MTD way. Your work is spread out over 4 smaller quarterly updates, and then one final declaration at the end to tie it all together. So the new cycle looks a little something like this. 1, you record your transactions as you go. 2, at the end of each quarter, you send a quick summary through your software. 3, you just repeat that for all 4 quarters. And finally, 4, you submit a final declaration by January 31st to confirm everything. It's a much more continuous, manageable process. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a ton of extra work, but there are some pretty big reasons behind this change, and believe it or not, some real benefits for you. Let's look at how you can turn this challenge into a real advantage. So, first, why is HMRC doing all this? Well, from their perspective, it comes down to this massive number. They figure that simple mistakes in self-assessment add up to a £5 billion tax gap every year. By moving to digital software, they're hoping to slash the errors that come from doing it all by hand.
But let's be real, the main question is, what's in it for you? Well, this chart here shows the 3 main wins that businesses have already seen. We're talking fewer mistakes, saving time in the long run, and a much better handle on your financial planning.
Let me break that down even further. This new rhythm, it means no more January panic. You'll get a real-time view of your tax bill, which is absolutely fantastic for managing your cash flow. And letting the software do the heavy lifting with the math, that means way more accuracy. It's a game changer.
Look, if there's one single thing you take away from all this, it should be this. Preparing now is the absolute key to making this whole transition smooth and maybe even, dare I say it, good for your business.
So what should you do, right after this? It's a simple 3-step plan. First, figure out your total qualifying income so you know your deadline for sure. Second, start browsing those software options. And third, seriously think about signing up early to get a feel for it all.
And that quote right there really is the bottom line. The people who get on this early, who get their new systems in place before the deadline, they're the ones who are just going to sail through this without any stress.
So I'll leave you with a final thought. This Making Tax Digital thing is happening, it's mandatory. But your approach to it? That's your choice. So are you ready to use this change not just to comply, but to get a clearer, more powerful view of your business's finances than ever before?